Hey everybody, Papa Todd Takes. This is Papa Todd. I'm just coming on. So anyway, this is kind of a fun little video. It really doesn't have squat to do anything other than, so I don't know, a couple of weeks ago I was sitting around, me and the wife are bored. We're kind of empty nesting it now. And I'm sitting around, I said, I think I'm just going to start recording some videos just so the kids have something someday to see Papa Todd and all this kind of stuff. And so I never thought much. I thought maybe, I'm going to do this for a couple years and see if I get, then maybe, when I get, knocking on the door of retirement, have something to kill some time and do a little fun, stuff like that. Well, so, so it's kind of funny. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she's laughing at me. She's like, "Oh my God, you're dumb." And she's probably right on that. But imagine my surprise, because I had subscribers, and so I'm going to tell everybody right now. So just let's get this out of the way early. First, I want to personally send a thank you to Ben Daniel and the Ben Daniels podcast, because I woke up this morning. I wake up every morning at 3:45 a.m. That way, I get up, brush my teeth, do my thing, get ready for the day, get dressed, go out, and then I go out and I sit down and I have a few cups of coffee before I have to be at work. I leave the house, quarter after 5, 5:30, somewhere in there to get to work. And so that gives me enough time to have, three cups of coffee, and I go through and that's when I kind of have my time to sit and watch the YouTube videos and everything like this, because, whatever. So this morning I get on, and last night I went to bed. I probably had 5 subscribers, all of them family. Probably, right? So my kids, that's about it. And they get annoyed, so they don't watch it. So nobody watches. So imagine my surprise as I'm scrolling through the YouTube page on my TV, and there I see a picture of myself, and I'm like, oh, well, it's on my YouTube page, and it's right next to Ben Daniels, somebody that I watch regularly. And by the way, on the video that he did, it's like the one time I think I didn't mention him. So I feel like trash for that one. But anyways, I'm sitting there, I'm like, why? How is that working together? And I click on it, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, Ben Daniels is shouting me out. So he reviews my video. If you're on here, you've seen it, believe me, because and I would tell everybody, if you're not already subscribed, go over to Ben Daniels, click on that subscribe button. The guy's a stallion, right? I love the guy. But every one of you came here from there, so it really doesn't mean anything. So this is just me saying, hey Ben, thanks, man. I went to bed last night with like 4 or 5 subscribers. I woke up this morning with like 500. And so now it's kind of a guilt thing now, right? Now it's like the pressure's on, because now it's like, oh, you gotta. You ever seen the movie Saving Private Ryan? And there's a final scene, and he looks up to Private Ryan, he says, earn this. Well, here we go. Guess I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna give her a spin. So anyway, this isn't much. So I did join. I went to the dark side and watched the live chat. So you guys are gonna have to let me break in to the live chats. That is a lot of stuff going on for a slow-minded old turd like me. Right. So I've been around since I was in high school when the cell phone came out. I mean, I'm an old dude, so it'll take me a while to get used to that. That's a lot of stuff going on, and so. But I enjoyed it. It was kind of funny watching some of the tanks on there. And so I'll probably try it again, everything like that. But I want to make sure I'm saying, Ben, thank you. That was so cool to wake up to. I cannot wait till I talk to my daughter this weekend. And I'm going to show her. I'm going to share that with her. And she's going to roll her eyes and probably despise me for it. But it's going to be funny. And while I'm doing it, I want to make sure I'm getting some of the main folks that I've also watched. So Ben Daniel, you're the guy that me and my wife probably 5 times a week we pull up one of your videos and watch them, and I always get a chuckle out of it. But there's also a Black and White Sports too, or the Matrix and Road show. Rosalina Lee, I do enjoy her take on things, because I think she's no garbage. I think she I think she does good. So I get a lot of information from her. Venom Reacts, by the way, I heard in the live chat that Venom got in an accident, so God bless you, man. I hope everything comes back and you're 100% in no time. I hope that's all that it was. And then Rudy over at Come On Now, the podcast. I couldn't think of the name of it the other day when I was talking. So these are the guys, and I'm sure as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to be like, oh, I forgot so-and-so, and oh, I forgot so-and-so. But I wanted to do this because it's just been a treat. It's been hilarious. So I will try to keep posting some stuff. Now, I work 60 to 70 hour weeks in my current role. So I'm not able to make a bunch of these things. I try to make some on the weekends. My wife's going to be traveling here. She takes off Friday and stuff. So maybe I'll try to get some videos up there like that. Not that anybody's going to be that god awful interested, but I hope every once in a while I come up with something that kind of rings a bell with somebody. And so, anyway, it was just a treat, bud. I got a kick out of it. Loved it. I've had a riot thinking about it all day. Could not wait to get home tonight. Wife's waiting for me when I get home, and I was like, have you looked at any YouTube today? And she goes, no, I haven't. And I said, well, sit down. And I turned it on there, and she's just chuckling. She's just rolling her eyes and having a ball. I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. So anyway, we're gonna keep going, and because of that, I mean, kind of lit a little bit of fire. I think, not that I'm gonna have 10,000 viewers like you or anything like that, or subscribers, but the fact that actually stuff does go out there and some people see it, and it's kind of fun to read some of the comments and all that kind of stuff, and anyway, so having fun with it. Anyway, thanks again, bud. Ben Daniel Podcast. I'll hype you all the time. Everybody have a good one, and I hope CC got in and played some of the second half, but I refuse to watch it. You know what? I'm going to carry on one more thing about that. So you're watching it, and that didn't look like a bad hit. That she's had that legging on that leg this whole time this year. I'm telling you, she isn't fully healed, or she got a new injury somewhere along the lines, and they're making her play through it. But I think half of it is, when you're losing a game, right? You're just not having fun in the game anymore. That's what the losing team always has more injuries, right? She goes down, not hobbled. Some of it may have been acting a little bit, trying to get the ref in. I mean, she lit into the ref. I mean, that, like I said, not a basketball guy. But I'm not even going to pretend to know if that was a foul or not. It looks to me, but then again, I'm a Caitlyn Clark defender, and I'll come to her defense every time, and I'll have to defer to somebody else. However, she immediately comes out of the game. I looked at the wife. I'm like, here we go. She's out. She's done for the second half. So I don't know if she's coming back in. I won't know until tomorrow when I wake up if she came back in. But I think her give a shit's busted. I mean, I think, she goes in plays 4.5 minutes, and then they yank her. You gotta let this girl hit her rhythm and get going. You won't do it. So either she's actually hurt and she just can't get past it. There's probably a bit of truth to that, but I think the bigger truth in this is that the will isn't there. I mean, and she's a competitor, so there's a fire inside, but it's just when it just sucks the life out of you, it sucks the gas out of you, which has got to be. I mean, is, oh my Lord, it's horrible to watch. And I do have an idea for another video about my thoughts on why she always comes out and defends everybody. And I think the weight of the world's on her right now because of pressures I think other people have put on her and she's put on herself. So I'll think about that one, and I'll put together something that hopefully has some thoughts worth sharing. But anyway, again, I've carried on for 8 minutes, what could have been done in about a minute. But Ben, thank you very much. Everybody else who came on here, man, I tried to read all the comments. I think the last time I checked, I think there's 100 and some. So I've tried to at least hit and like and whatever, just to let you guys know. I tried to respond to a couple of them, but I'm sitting there doing this on my phone this morning, and on my lunch break, I snuck out and did a couple just because it was fun to follow. And so I'll try to do that moving forward and everything like that. So anyway, again, thank you, everybody. You really made an old farts day, waking up and seeing that. Yeah, so I look forward, and I hope we all have dialogues. I hope you guys keep coming back. Like this, Leave comments. I'll try to get to you, folks. Everybody have a good one. I hope the game turned out better than it looked like when I came up the stairs. Have a good evening. Papa Todd Takes. I'm Papa Todd. Keep thinking for yourselves, folks. Bye.